My Gunners fans, I would like us to take a look at the tactical know-how of Mikel facing up against Rosenior yesterday in the Carabao Cup semi-final right there at the Emirate. Going into this game, looking at the lineup by the gaffer himself, that basically shows you what he intends to do. When you see the lineup in terms of what? The attack line. When I saw Martinelli starting this, I was like, okay, I understand what he's trying to do. Now, Madueke is expected to start because Bukayo Saka is not available. Victor Gyökeres is expected to start normally in this kind of stage of the tournament. You have to bring in your big guns to face up against Chelsea. Now, the fun part was when I saw Gabriel Martinelli starting this game, and I was like, for Martinelli to start, we have the plan of doing what? Sitting deep, wait for them when they snooze, and we'll hit them on the counter, because he was expecting that this Chelsea team is going to bring everything they have in them to face up against us right there at the Emirates. The first leg at the bridge ended 3-2 in favor of the Arsenal team. We expected that, okay, if the Chelsea team are to face up against us, they want to start attacking us from the very blast of the whistle. But this Chelsea team relent, and the coach in the person of Rosenior actually maintained the same strategy he has been using to face up against other opponents in other competition. The same strategy he has been using in the UEFA Champions League, in the Premier League. We saw it against Napoli. We saw it against what they call them, West Ham in the Premier League, where he will bring in his quality players, his attacking prowess in the second half to do what? To end the game for him. That was the same technique he used to face up against an Arsenal team. An Arsenal team that is regarded the best team in the world. An Arsenal team that is regarded as the team that has the best defense in the world. You want to attack us. You want to play us. And you are using the same format you use in approaching other opponents. That is the same technique you want to use to defeat the best defense in the world as it stands right now. Bro, that was totally a poor strategy. I expect that in as much as coaches are coaches, they need to evolve with what? Their opponent. If you want to play this opponent, you look at what the opponent has and how can you best approach that opponent. In the mind of Rosenior, that was the best approach of doing what? Okay, let's see, let's play our physical players, keep them from not scoring, and doing what? Coming off the second half, we'll bring in our guns and make sure that the whole of the Emirates will be, bro, gun blazing at the second half. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I expected from the blast of the whistle, Chelsea is actually a goal down. What did they need to do? They need to start taking responsibility from the blast of the whistle. But they didn't do that. They didn't even take the game to us. That was why our attack was not even that functional in the whole of that first half. If you notice, Victor Gyökeres had only 2 touches in the whole 45 minutes to show you how this Chelsea team were totally poor. They didn't take the game to us. We are still dominating play. They were just low blocking, padding up and making sure that everywhere is totally locked. That was not what I expected from them. So far, so good. A lot of people have been regarding Chelsea as the best team in the Premier League in terms of playing attacking football, that they don't defend. Coming to the Emirates, facing up against us. I didn't expect anything less. I expected them to do what? Put up a fight. But they didn't. They didn't. They didn't. As it stands right now, in 10 back-to-back matches facing up against this Chelsea team, they are yet to win any match against this Arsenal team. Since 2020 till now, they are yet to win a game against Arsenal. Now, looking at Rosenior's tactics or perspective of how you want to approach this game, it is totally bad for him to approach this game this way. He was trying to look at a situation whereby he is going to manage the game. He knows that if he eventually chooses to attack the Arsenal team, there's a high possibility of him losing the game very early. That is his excuse in terms of why he played that way. And he is totally right. The moment you come out to say you want to play us, check it, even in the UEFA Champions League. Teams that came out to play face up against this Arsenal team in terms of doing what? Creating chances, they end up getting hot. So he's trying to do what? Game management. He's trying to apply game management, but it's basically cost him. This is a cup tournament. This is not a league tournament. It is a cup tournament. You approach it differently from a league tournament. And this basically cost him the game. Bringing in the likes of Estaval couldn't change the game. We saw Pero Nkapi facing up against Dilap, making sure that Dilap didn't do anything. Estaval coming off the bench, approaching what they call it, Yeron Timber, he couldn't do anything. Moving to Nkapi's wing, he couldn't still do anything because at that particular moment, we know what is at stake. And the moment the Chelsea team choose to move forward and press this Arsenal team, that was when we capitalized at the late minute of that particular game. This is actually a clear indication that the manager knew what he was talking about. He knew that if they come out gun blazing, facing up against us, they don't have the stamina, they don't have what it takes to face up against this Arsenal team. In as much as, okay, your attack will be attacking, what about your defense? Do you have the kind of defense we have that will keep you afloat in as much as you're attacking? So the man was in a way good with his what? With his tactics. But I feel that there are some players that shouldn't have started that game in the very first place. Player like Dilap shouldn't be starting that game because I don't know why you should be starting Dilap in the very first place. The funny part was that you are now playing him in the wing. You know he's not even very clinical in the front of the 18-yard box. It's not good. You are now playing him in the wing. Likewise, looking at João Pedro. João Pedro actually started the game, but he couldn't even get a sight of the Arsenal goal at any point in time. We saw how the Chelsea team was also defending set pieces, making sure they stack up how many players in the 18-yard box and making sure that they have about 3 players high up the pitch towards the center circle to wait for what? When we snooze with the ball so that they can hit us on a transition, they can hit us on a break. But that didn't happen because we were totally organized. My Gunners fans, the Blues, what are your take about what I've said in this particular video? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like, follow, leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Share this video and likewise smash the subscribe button if you're actually watching me for the very first time. As usual, I don't